Welcome to Old School RuneScape Market Pulse, Cooking Edition, July 21st, 2026. Let's get into it. The headline today is a tale of two markets. Anglerfish are at all-time highs while lobster and monkfish are at all-time lows. That split tells you exactly where player demand is flowing right now. On the movers, raw shark is the week's biggest mover, up 8% versus its 30-day average and sitting at the 86th percentile year-over-year, 32% above where it was 12 months ago. Cooked shark followed at 743 and 1,004 GP respectively. Meanwhile, lobster cratered 14% on the week to just 99 GP, the lowest it has ever been recorded, and raw lobster isn't far behind. Monkfish hit its own all-time low at 192 GP, sitting at literally the 0th percentile of its historical range. These mid-tier fish are getting crushed. For money makers, the best GP per hour right now is raw manta ray to manta ray, 382 GP margin, 37% markup, and 700 GP per hour at level 91. Raw dark crab to dark crab is close behind at 341 GP margin and 460,000 GP per hour. Both chains share a 10,000 buy limit, so you can run them back-to-back daily without hitting a wall. Manta rays are also the best training method at nearly 292,000 XP per hour while making money, a rare double win. For lower-level players, karambwans deliver 326,000 GP per hour sustainable and an absurd 513,000 XP per hour, all at level 30. On momentum and seasonality, raw anglerfish is at the 97th percentile and anglerfish at the 99th, both at all-time highs with another 4% weekly gain. This trend has serious altitude. Trade carefully on the buy side here. The better seasonal story is raw karambwan. Its seasonality index bottomed in July at 94.2 and historically climbs to 101 by August, a projected 7.3% gain over the next 2 months. Raw manta ray has a similar tailwind, with its index pointing toward 104.7 in August from today's 99.4. Seasonally, raw karambwan tends to climb into a April peak and bottom around Nov, a detrended swing of roughly 14.4% across the year, modest, but real once you strip out the long-term trend. Over the next 2 months, the pattern points to about 7.3%, signals worth acting on. Monkfish and lobster at all-time lows suggest either a structural oversupply from skilling bots or a demand shift away from mid-tier food. Either way, don't catch a falling knife on these unless you see a volume reversal. Anglerfish being at record highs while its raw form is also at record highs means margins are compressed. The 282 GP cook margin looks decent, but that 11.8% markup is the thinnest of all the top methods. Bull case. Shark demand is accelerating, up 8% weekly and 33% annually on the raw side, driven by PVM content that favors high-heel food at a budget price. If that momentum holds, raw shark and shark have room to run further toward the top of their historical range. Karambwans get a seasonal boost through August and remain the best XP/GP combo in the skill. Bear case. The anglerfish run looks extended at the 99th percentile. Any content update that reduces PVM activity or introduces a competing food source could trigger a sharp correction. Monkfish and lobster's simultaneous crash suggests broad mid-tier deflation, and if that spreads up the food chain, even shark margins could compress. 3 predictions. First, raw karambwan above 310 by August 18th. It's at 288 today. The seasonality model shows a 7.3% tailwind into August, and momentum is supportive medium confidence. Second, raw shark above 800 by August 4th. It's at 743, up 8% in a week, sitting at the 86th percentile. Momentum is strong, and a continued push to 800 is roughly an 8% move, medium confidence. Third, anglerfish below 2,500 by August 18th. At the 99th percentile, an all-time high of 2,719, A reversion of even 8% would land at under 2,500. This is a mean reversion call on an overextended price, low confidence. No scorecard to report yet. Our predictions are just getting started. Track these with us and we'll hold ourselves accountable. That's your cooking market for July 21st. Subscribe and we'll see you tomorrow.